tonight. You're welcome, Familia. How are you all doing tonight? You can see it's a little bit of a different setup, but as I've been saying before, we're doing the manga tournaments. As you can see, we've been setting up for a little while. It's going to be a good 100+ series. We're going to go through this live stream. But that aside, is I, Louis Sankara, aka the Manga Poppy, here tonight. Now, I'm going to have some of you also say in chat which fights you think we're going to be winning and which ones are we going to be losing. Right off the bat, this is a very easy, and I mean extremely easy fight. However, let's let everyone join in. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to bring up chat right now. We can say what's up. How are y'all doing tonight as well? Here, I want to hear you all say your thoughts down below. Familia, welcome those of you coming out. Make sure to drop a like too. For those of you coming into the live stream, it's good to see you late tonight. Okay, right off the bat, I mean, it's not even a contender, right? Tokyo Revenge. No, I'm playing One Piece. Okay, that's gonna go on here. This is hard. This is actually extremely hard. But as much as I love the classic series, Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's had a staple. You know, Togashi, he's left an impact with me. Hunter x Hunter is tight. This series is tight. I'm gonna have to give it to Chainsaw Man though. My boy Fujimoto. The storytelling is just completely different. You know what I mean? Denji, one of my favorite characters. Power, just the whole crew. All right. Plus, we're cool. We've met the people from Chainsaw Man. All right. We've met Mexican Makima. We've met Mexican Kobeni. I think this is easy. Chainsaw Man right here for the win. Okay. It's just pitting some of my favorite series. I think it's going from like the top 100 series, like, you know, on Mal of like all time. Battle Angel, Alita Battle Angel, all right, is Battle Angel Alita. Jeez, it's a little bit of a tongue twister. It's amazing, right? It's classic. I think they remade it as a movie. This was around the time with like, you know, Ghost in the Shell with all these like mechanical series, but Neon Genesis, man, you're throwing it against a giant. This is absolutely my favorite. Not only anime, right? This is my favorite, also one of my favorite mangas. Not my favorite. I would say that would go to another one we'll probably see on this list. However, yeah, the Neon Genesis Evangelion, it's almost up there with the anime, so you just can't top that. I mean, Shinji, you know what I mean? Asuka, one of my favorite, best girls all around. It's gonna go straight up to Ava. Okay, we're gonna throw this down. Ooh, Hajime no Ippo or Parasite. Wow, we have one of the classic boxing stories, one of the classic sports tales versus the alien invasion of parasites. Not only is the manga good too, I know we're doing all manga and whatnot, and I'm talking about the animes as well, but the anime is kick-ass. Like, you haven't seen that already. It's like one of my favorite adaptations, you know, besides a manga. You know how there's some series like Free Ren where it's like, dude, this is absolutely amazing. Like, I actually prefer the anime versus the manga. This is one of those cases over here where the source material is great, and then they absolutely like elevated it. So if it has to be between both of them, I'd have to say Parasite, man. I'm sorry for those of you out here who are fans. Oh, this is easy. You kidding me? The Promised Neverland versus Vagabond. I don't even have to plead my case. Vagabond is just a classic. Takehito, you know, he made not only Vagabond, but he made Slam Dunk. Enough said. I don't have to say anything else. Nana versus Record of Ragnarok. That is an easy choice too. Record of Ragnarok sucks. I don't like it. I don't like Record of Ragnarok. You can say whatever you want. You can say, dude, the manga it looks great. The manga this, but manga poppy that. No man, I don't like the story. I got bored. The animation too is terrible. Nana though, as a good friend of mine has put it, is the berserk for women. Not only that, it's cool too. I mean, I Yazawa, she makes some cool art. I mean, her character designs are also on par. Plus, it's like one of the best shoujo manga out there. I'm gonna have to give it up to Nana. That's absolutely easy. Ooh, Tokyo Ghoul versus Demon Slayer. Familia, what do we think? What's the goat over here? Tokyo Ghoul, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer had one of the worst endings I've ever seen of all time. I don't want to go into the spoilers for that, but it's one of those things where it ruins the entire series. Absolutely horrendous. Wait, can we give the spoilers? I'm giving the spoilers. It turns into like a high school story, a high school slice of life at the end. I'm just gonna leave you with that. That's as much as I'm gonna spoil. Tokyo Ghoul, dude. Ishida, the author, this guy cooks, man. His it's kind of cheating. His new series, Trojan X, it looks beautiful. But not only that, Tokyo Ghoul just it looks beautiful too. It like progresses on. It only gets better with the art style. It always makes improvements. Plus, I think this is just a classic with Kaneki. You know what I mean? With him looking up at the rain and then his hair covering eyes. Man, it's peak cinema right there. We're going with Tokyo Ghoul. Attack on Titan or Messenger. I'm not into the classics so much. I'm not. I would honestly. I don't think this is a hot take. Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan for sure. Oh, speak of the devil. Hunter x Hunter. We spoke earlier. Togashi took the round. Oh man, we have a classic right over here. Man, Tetsuya, the classic. I mean, I'm gonna have to give it with the modern Hunter x Hunter right over here. One Punch Man or Gantz? God damn, that's tough. That is actually tough. The one of the best seinens, or one of the best. You can call it a shonen, right? We can call that a shonen for one. Man, that's tough. One Punch. They both, I want to say, art equally as good. Art is absolutely peak with both of them, because One Punch Man has Murata as the artist, right? It's not. It's separate, right? One is the guy who's writing the story. Murata is the one illustrating. So his art is absolutely beautiful. But at the same time, Oku, the Gantz author, this guy is good. He is absolutely fantastic. Plus, he made Gigant. Gigant is fantastic too. But Gantz, man, oh, it's a great psychological story. I'm just gonna have to go with One Punch Man. I think One Punch Man is just it's got more. It's got the comedy, it's got the art. It's close though. It's real close. Okay. Naruto versus Dragon Ball. This, oh, controversial over here. Dragon Ball. Gonna have to go Dragon Ball Z. And here's why. I'm Mexican. I grew up with it. That's it. Okay. Astro Boy or Claymore. This one is literally easy for me. Claymore was one of the most boring stories I've ever read. I'm sorry. I know Claymore is highly, highly just rated, right? It's highly people rave about Claymore. Yagi's art is great too, but I got bored after like the 7th volume, and there's 31 volumes of this series. Actually, there's like 32 volumes of this series, and I had a snooze fest. I used all of my human strength. I had to use my indomitable human spirit to like read this. It was a tough read. I didn't like the ending either. It was not goated. Also, those of you on Kick, thank you for being there. Actually, I need to check my chat right there. Hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for dropping a follow. Why am I not seeing that? Also, thank you for the YouTube gang on here. I'm gonna have to move this actually a tiny bit. I'm gonna keep you there. Don't worry about that. Where is this going? Hold on, I'm moving it a tiny bit. Bear with me, Familia. Moving this. Multi. Okay. Hold on, Familia. I'm gonna refresh chat really quick. Okay, I can now see everybody on Kick and the other platforms. Cool. Yeah, Claymore, boring. Astro Boy though, classic. I actually have fond memories of growing up with Astro Boy. They used to do like this special at one of my local shops around. I remember as a kid seeing Astro Boy and thinking that was the coolest design. And then I think in like the late 2000s they released like some Astro Boy toys for like a re-release of the movies. It's like Burger King, something along that line that did that. I ended up reading Astro Boy years later. Absolute peak cinema right there. Plus, it literally revolutionized the manga industry. I mean, Tezuka, man, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT for a reason. So, I'm gonna have to go with Astro Boy. World Trigger or Rent a Girlfriend? Rent a Girlfriend. Now, I'll tell you why. Rent a Girlfriend, regardless of how you feel about it, it is one of the greatest romance of all time on paper. It has over 200 chapters. It introduces multiple girls. It's the best selling. If you ask people about Rent a Girlfriend, they probably know about it. It's notorious. It's absolutely notorious, and people still keep on buying. And suckers like me that read Ray J's work still keep on reading it too. I am the manga poppy, so I have to read it. However, it just hooks you. Somehow he uses something. I don't know if it's witchcraft. It's just he can write to either make you mad or engage. This guy, Ray J, he can definitely craft a story, especially with the Shiunji family children, his newest series. Ishihara, I'm not too much of a fan of his works. I read World Trigger. I didn't take away too much from it. I thought it was okay. It wasn't groundbreaking. I didn't want to read it anymore. I don't feel like rereading it or even catching up with anything. However, I wasn't really left impressed, if anything. I mean, it's just average art. I would say Reiji's art for Rent a Girlfriend, it's actually good. You can say what you want about the story. His art is actually top tier. So Rent a Girlfriend. Oh, wait. Did I click on it? Okay. That one was Akira versus... Crap, what did I put? I literally missed it. Akira versus Bleach. Okay. I'm not doing it because I'm lazy. I actually like Akira a lot. The anime is dope. The manga too follows closely to it. It has just like that 80s aesthetic. I like the dark, retro, like futuristic theme to it. Bleach, Type Kubo, he's cool. He's cool. His art's great too. Um, but I'm gonna have to go with Akira. Jujutsu Kaisen or Fairy Tail? Jujutsu Kaisen. Fairy Tail just sucks. I don't like Fairy Tail. That series is just the power of friendship. The manga. Jujutsu Kaisen, the ending was whatever. I mean, if it's like a have to pick your poison, um, I'll give Jujutsu Kaisen that. But JJK has its own set of issues, um, in terms of like just everything. I don't want to spoil it too much, but the arts, whatever, the story, man, it goes off the rails. I just got to leave it at this. Shibuya, the Shibuya arc was the last good arc in that series, and then it just takes a nosedive. JJK. Okay, Ashita no Joe. Man, it's a little dusty. Excuse the sniffling. Ashita no Joe or Uzumaki. Man, why do you have to put me against two of the greatest? I mean, the ending of Ashita no Joe, insane. It literally threw me for a loop. I enjoyed it to the maximum. I mean, it's one of those series where it just has twist after twist. Uzumaki though, that's literally like the magnum opus of Junji Ito. You see it everywhere. You see Uzumaki. Everyone knows about Uzumaki. If you're into the manga space, you know about the spiral. You know about the arts. I mean, Junji Ito, his art itself is just is top tier. But oh man, we're gonna have to go with Uzumaki. I'm more of a fan of the Junji Ito stuff, the arts. We're gonna go with Uzumaki. For this one, oh, it's putting us against One Piece or Chainsaw Man. Y'all, we're gonna have to go with, as much as I love. Oh man, why? Why do you got to do that? One Piece or Chainsaw Man? I really have to think about that. One Piece or Chainsaw Man? Oh, if such a slow burn. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go with. Familia, how do you feel about this? Which one are you gonna go with? One Piece or Chainsaw Man? I'm gonna have to choose. Man, One Piece. That's close. Man, I didn't want to. I didn't want to choose that though. I wanted Chainsaw Man to go further. Okay, now we're going to the heavy hitters. Neon Genesis or Parasite? Man, Neon Genesis. Man, Neon Genesis. That's for sure. Vagabonds or Nana? Sorry, Nana. Vagabond all the way. Tokyo Ghoul or Attack on Titan? Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul, man, it's like I said, just that art. The art it carries it hard. Story is cool too, especially Tokyo Ghoul Re. But man, I know AOT is up there. That one's gonna be controversial. That one I feel like is gonna be crazy. Also, for those of you just joining up too, make sure to drop a like on the stream. It does help out. Drop a comment too if you feel like any of these are wrong. If you feel like the manga poppy is wrong, let's talk about it. Let me tell you why these choices are right. One Punch Man or Hunter x Hunter? One Punch Man. Dragon Ball Z or Astro Boy? Ooh, pitted up against the GOATs? All right. Dragon Ball Z is one of the series that, is one of the greatest of all time. We could say that. I enjoyed it a lot. However, I think Astro Boy did so much for like the manga industry, and it's just connected with me. I'm gonna have to go with Astro Boy. That's the GOAT. Dragon Ball Z versus Astro Boy. Astro Boy. Rent a Girlfriend or Akira? Rent a Girlfriend. That's just good sheer numbers. It overwhelms Akira. Jujutsu Kaisen or Uzumaki? I'm gonna have to give it to Junji Ito. Uzumaki. Jabber. What's up, man? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream, Familia. Doing a tournament, bracket style tournaments. All the top manga. Right now, you have to choose between Jujutsu Kaisen or Uzumaki. Going with Uzumaki. The manga poppy is always right with this. Dude, One Piece or Evangelion? I love Ava, but it has to go to One Piece. One Piece it is. Vagabonds or Tokyo Ghoul? That's crazy. Bro, this is battle of the seinens. Dog, I'm gonna have to go with Tokyo Ghoul. I'm gonna have to go with Tokyo Ghoul right here. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, I mean it's almost 1 for me. Why not? Nothing is better than the present. I feel like doing a bracket fight. I'm doing it right now. Right now, we're gonna pick One Punch Man or Astro Boy. One Punch Man, dude. One goated. Tezuka, we did say he was the classic, but One Punch Man, I don't think the world would be the same without it. One of my first series too. Okay, this one we're not gonna joke about. Rent a Girlfriend or Uzumaki? Giving it to Uzumaki. Uzumaki, I have it. I have a copy. Anytime I get people into new seinen manga or horror manga, I always give them Junji Ito or recommend them Junji Ito. So that's just a staple. One Piece or Tokyo Ghoul? One Piece. That's not too difficult. One Punch Man or Uzumaki? Dude, this is insane. I would have to go with Uzumaki is strong on the art, not so much on the story, but it has nice anthologies. One Punch Man, I gotta break this down. It's got great art. It's hilarious. The story is actually compelling, as well as like the hero society. Dog, I'm gonna have to give it to One Punch Man. Sorry, Junji Ito. One Piece or One Punch Man? That's both of them have one in their name. Oh man, One Punch Man is goated, but One Piece, that's just a classic. We'll go right here with One Piece. Okay, we got more. We're on the next side. Okay, One Piece is the winner of the left bracket. Now we're on the right side. Okay. Blackjack. Man, Tezuka has a lot of love on this. I'll give him that. These bracket people really like Tezuka's work. Blackjack or Death Note? Death Note. The wolf. The wolf child. Or lone wolf. What's the English translate? It should be like the wolf and the cub. I'm gonna have to say that. We'll get back to that. I'll give you the name a little later on. It's in Spanish. That's funny. Lobo soltero. Or Doctor Stone. I mean, I remember this series, but Doctor Stone. Oh man, I don't like this work by Boichi. I'm one of the people, man. I don't like Doctor Stone. I get it. It has like the science aspect to it. It's like cells at work. You know, you're learning stuff at the same time. I'm not too into that. I like these stories over here, so I'm gonna have to go with Lobo or the wolf story right over here. I just enjoyed this a lot more. Lobo Soltario. We'll go with that. Dragon Ball Super or Full Metal Alchemist. Get this out of my face, dude. Full Metal Alchemist. Enough said. Oh, no way. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or 21st Century Boys. Cells, yeah, no one. Okay. Cells at Work does have a great anime and manga. Yes, it does. I'm sure we're going to see it too in this bracket. But like I said, Dr. Stone, man, I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it too much. I'm reading like here and there, still getting caught up and whatnot, but man, that's just not my story. Also, no one, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing tonight? Like I said, drop a comment, anyone here. You feel like this series, it's for you, it's not for you. Man, as much as I'm a JoJo's guy, especially the first 3 parts, I'm gonna have to give it to Urasawa, man. 21st Century Boys. That's where it's at. I mean, technically, you could put this with 20th Century Boys, but 21st Century Boys over JoJo's. Part 1 too. Yeah, it is a hard anime to get into. I mean, did you enjoy it, man? Like, regardless of it being like hard to get into. This one is funny. The 7. Okay, at one point, I would have told you the 7 Deadly Sins over My Hero Academia. However, with everything, and I mean everything going on with the 7 Deadly Sins, like of recent, history, with the anime too, it's left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm gonna have to give it up to My Hero Academia. I mean, overall, say what you want, this series is well rounded. The ending was alright. I mean, it was whatever, but this series is well rounded. My Hero Academia it is. Also, I just got back from a concert. I just saw Knuckle Puck at the House of Blues in Anaheim. Oh, nice. I didn't even know you were in CA, man. It's like almost 1 a.m. for us. Yo, that's cool though. They play any of your favorite tracks? Right on. Okay, Ranma half. How do y'all say it? Ranma 1/2 or Ranma half? And then we have Assassination Classroom. Okay, cast in your votes. Cast in your votes here. We're going to read some of the comments. Dr. Stone gets enjoyable. Sometimes it gets boring. The team doesn't want to kill people even though it's the Stone Age. Yeah, they just keep on building up the team. They just keep on building it up. That's how they want to do it, though, in Shonen Jump. So that's kind of also another gripe that I had. Also, those of you joining up, too, make sure to drop a like. Those coming in. And if you're on Kick or Twitch, make sure to just drop a follow. We're trying to grow up on there. Okay. 2 very good series. Assassination Classroom. I may or may not have dropped some sweat out of a single eye. I may have been sweating out of one eye. But Ranma 1/2, one of my favorite rom-coms. It's a classic too. I mean, Rumiko Takahashi, she's great. She's fantastic. I like the art too. Man, this is close. Ranma half. Ranma half over Assassination Classroom. That's just how it is. Yeah, they played Untitled and Cross. Oh, dope, man. That sounds fun. That sounds extremely fun. What is not fun though right now? Hold on a sec. Captain Tsubasa, or on here it says Capitan Tsubasa, versus the quintessential quintuplets. So, ooh, I know a lot of people like Capitan Tsubasa or Captain Tsubasa. I thought it was all right. I mean, I'm not particularly fond of the arts, the story too. It's okay. I'm gonna have to give it to the quintessential quintuplets. Although my best girl did not win, um, we did get a decent story. It was a decent romance, right? It kind of started off. Actually, it didn't really start off the romance, the mystery romance, like who's gonna win. Actually, no. I think Nisekoi it started that, like which girl's gonna win, kind of competitive waifu. But this kind of refined it. I'll give it to the quintessential quintuplets. The art's pretty dope too. There we go. Okay, Gintama or Dragon Ball, the OG Dragon Ball too. Also, crowd surfing sounds fun. Hell yeah. That's cool, man. That is cool. Okay, Gintama or Dragon Ball? OG Dragon Ball, it's slow. It's extremely slow. Got a it's got a pace I don't really like. And then it starts to build up, and that's when we get like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. But Gintama, I feel like throughout the entirety of the series, I'm hooked. All right, I'm looking at this objectively. The manga poppy, he's looking at it in a way where it's like, okay, I have to really sit these two series down. Man, it's tough, right? The manga poppy is Mexican. He does enjoy his Dragon Ball, but Z is definitely the better of them all. This is gonna have to go to Gintama. Sorry, everyone who's mad. Oh, this is easy. Paradise Kiss or Berserk? Berserk. Yazawa, great work with Nana, but if you have to throw actual Berserk, we're going Berserk. this, what kind of battle is this? Fist of the North Star, one of the greatest series out there. All right, one of the best martial arts. Absolutely crazy. Inspired Berserk 2. Or sorry, Boruto. Get this trash out of my face. Fist of the North Star. Enough said. Okay. Man. We have Banana Fish. Or the one and only Samurai X. Man, this is not tough at all. I'm not even going to comment on Banana Fish, okay? We're going to go with our boy over here. Easy work. I thought genre was like the first girl in the MC needs. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Banana Fish, yeah. Banana Fish should have swept. You're funny, dog. Yeah, betraying my heritage. Nope. We're not betraying any heritage here. If anything, I'm just keeping it real, man. OG Dragon Ball is cool, but you got to give it a while. It takes a while for them to introduce like Master Roshi too. Come on, man. I thought genre was like the first girl to meet MC is usually the winner. Yeah, it usually is. Anyways, moving on. Kaguya-sama, Love is War, or Jagan. Jagan. Why do you have to give me like a seinen with like, a romance? Would this be? No, it wouldn't be shonen. It was on Shonen Jump. I'm gonna have to go with. Jagan's cool, man. If you were to throw me anything else, you should have thrown me Capitan Tsubasa. That would have been easy. Kaguya-sama, Love is War, or Jagan. We're gonna have to go with Kaguya-sama. I'm sorry, Jagan. The art's great. The art's great. I mean, it's got like the mechanical features to it. It's dope. But man, I have to choose Kaguya-sama. This is gonna get tough. Inuyasha or Haikyuu? Okay, I don't like Haikyuu. I don't even have to say anything about that. I could rant about Inuyasha. It's just a better story. Haikyuu, I found it to be boring. I'm not a fan of volleyball. Sports anime, they're usually cool. It's like a hit or miss for me. I've been trying to get more into them, but yeah, we're gonna have to go with Inuyasha. Inuyasha is the winner here. Eds, yo, what's up? What's up, Eds? How you doing tonight, Familia? How we doing, y'all? What are we all doing up this late? Welcome. Haikyuu was good, but Hinata was annoying. Yeah, I mean some of it was annoying. If I had to pick like a sports series out of all of them, I mean Slam Dunk, bro, that is goated. That is up there. But yeah, let me know how y'all are doing. Those of you coming in too, make sure to drop a like as well. Also, Inuyasha's hella goated. My man, yeah, you know it. Okay. Bakuman or Kuroko's baskets. Again, this is another hot take. I mean, drop whatever you feel like should be the winner in the comments. But for me, I'm a sucker for works about mangaka. You know, like Look Back, you know, by Tatsuki Fujimoto. That's another one where it's like the working on the mangaka, or like Dragon and Chameleon, one of the newest ones about a mangaka. You know, about like the author lifestyle. Bakuman is just like that, and unfortunately, Kuroko's no basket. It's cool. It's cool. It's got a little more of a floatiness to it. You know, not super realistic. Okay, we can say it's not super realistic. Bakuman for sure. I've been wanting to get the box set. I've actually never gotten the box set in person. I have the opportunity to, so I'm gonna get that. Eds, yes. Base. Bakuman versus Kuroko's basket. Bakuman. Kingdom or Slam Dunk? Holy shit. Why do you have to throw some of the best series together? Bro, I love Slam Dunk. Like I really like Slam Dunk. You know, not to glaze on it, all right? No glazing here. Oh, bro, this is hard. Man, I like Shin, man. I really like Shin. Oh, okay. Kingdom or Slam Dunk? We go with Slam Dunk. That's a hot take. I know people are gonna feel differently about that. I don't know if y'all feel differently about that, but yeah, Slam Dunk, man. That's my go-to. That's my goat right there. Have you read the Mangaka Assistance? Is that literally the name of it? If that's the name, I think maybe I know the Japanese name. Throw me the Japanese name. I might recognize it, but I don't recognize the English title. Also author too, if that does help out. Vinland Saga or Black Clover? Vinland Saga. I don't even have to fight for that. Vinland Saga all the way. That's hard, but I just like the art from Slam Dunk more. Story-wise, Kingdom though. I know, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a little difficult. Man, Death Note or Lobo Soltario. I still forgot the name of that. I think it's Wolf and Cub. The Samurai and Cub. Wolf and Cub. It's a cool story, but Death Note is just a classic, bro. That's easy. Full Metal Alchemist or 21st Century Boys? Okay. If it's... I know some people break this down, okay? I'm going to break this down for you real quick, Familia. The 21st Century Boys is basically, you know, another part of 20th Century Boys. Some people include it, some people separate it, but it's basically 20th Century Boys. But Full Metal Alchemist versus just 21st Century Boys, if we had to put it like objectively in front of there, I gotta give it to FMA. But if we're saying 20th Century Boys too, then 20th Century Boys. But Full Metal Alchemist or 21st Century Boys? Full Metal Alchemist. Also, Full Metal Alchemist They should be paying me too. Webtoon, hit me up. My line's open. Email me at LA Manga. No, info at lamanga.com. Okay. Business, right? Full Metal Alchemist just got a manhwa version, right? So if you hop onto Webtoons, it has it in the format where it's vertical, so you can literally have it on your phone and then just like swipe up. So you can swipe up, throughout the story, and they like reformatted it, and it's all in color. I was actually mind blown looking at that. I'm like, man, excuse me, I'm actually gonna reread this just because that's like a format I haven't really seen, like turning a manga into like a vertical, like manhwa format. So hella interesting. I'm probably gonna drop a full video on that, but that that absolutely blew my mind. Also, the English title of the comic artist and assistant by Hiroyuki. I have not seen that. I'm actually gonna check that one out. No one, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I will look at that. Like I said, I'm a sucker for those stories, but that is one that I have not. I don't believe I've seen that. So we'll check that out. Regardless, Familia, back on task. My Hero Academia or Ranma half. I gotta go with Ranma half. I enjoy Ranma so much. The ending, that one's peak. My Hero Academia, a little more controversial. I didn't like it as much. Ranma half. Gintama or the quintessential quintuplets? Gintama. Berserk or Fist of the North Star? Bro, that's like Baki going up against Yujiro Hanma. Fist of the North Star is Berserk's daddy. However, we're going to have to go Berserk. We're going to have to go with Berserk. Fist of the North Star or Berserk? Berserk. Oh, man. Okay. This is tough. Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai X, or Kaguya-sama, Love is War. I'm going to let you all dish this out, duel this out, all right? You let me know what you think. I'm going to read the comments real quick. He also made Aha Girl and Girlfriend. No way, that's him? Hiroyuki? Bro, what? That slipped my mind. Yeah, Eds, this is a controversial one because we're throwing the romance bros against the seinen bros. I guess the classic bros too. Fist of the North Star because it ended. That's what y'all thought. Damn, that's true that it ended. It had a good ending too, but man, Berserk all the way. Especially that Diablo has that new update. I've been playing that for hours and hours on end. Diablo is absolutely peak, and with the Berserk update, I'm gonna get schnoz. I'm gonna get schnoz. I'm gonna get the Berserker armor. I've been grinding that. I haven't played today. This is actually one of my downtime days. You're gonna see we got a whole bunch of people, the Manga Poppy and the rest of the crew. All right, Rax 2. We're organizing the room. You're gonna see a new setup tomorrow. It's gonna be changed up. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But Love is War. Some people saying Love is War is better. Okay. Me personally, you're asking the Manga Poppy? I agree with that. I think Love is War. Kaguya-sama, that's the better against Rurouni Kenshin. Okay. Inuyasha or Bakuman? Oh, okay, this one is not as close. Also, excuse me. This one is not as close. Bakuman, Inuyasha. It's the easy pick for me. I don't really want to dive deeper into that. It is what it is with that title. Next, Slam Dunk or Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is dope. Vinland Saga is dope. It's gonna be ending relatively soon, but Slam Dunk is the classic, man. I'm gonna have to give it Slam Dunk versus Vinland Saga. Slam Dunk for sure. Absolutely peak series, classic series. Absolutely love it. Inuo, he also made Vagabond, bro. You can't take that away. This is hard. Death Note versus Full Metal Alchemist. Death Note's ending was garbage. You could actually say the last 50%, I mean, depending on who you are, right? After okay, spoilers for one for Death Note, okay? After L dies, it just goes downhill. Like literally I've seen them say from the publishing, Death Note was supposed to end at L's death. However, the publisher extended the series so that N and L, M and N, Jesus Christ, were going to be added into the series. Those are characters, by the way. Those are characters. Also, Death Note has been out for over a decade. All right, what are you doing if you haven't seen it already? Okay, bro. This is a cultured list right here. I did not like the ending. However, the rest of Death Note, you could say the other half was so strong. It held up on its own, and I feel like it changes people's opinions on how good it is. It would literally be a 10 if it ended with L's death. Full Metal Alchemist, I feel like it's consistently like a 9, like across the board. I enjoyed the ending. I binge watched the series, binge read the series as well. That one I just enjoyed. It had twist after twist. I'm gonna have to give it to FMA. I'm gonna be one of those guys. I'm not the dude who's putting Full Metal Alchemist as number 10 and making sure that it's constantly on Mal, at number 1. However, Death Note or Full Metal Alchemist, I have to go with Full Metal Alchemist. You like the ending though? Hell no. Hell no. Definitely not. Also, it wasn't a bad ending, but the second part just couldn't compete with the first part. Man, I don't think it was very characteristic of Light to do all that at the end, especially the pleading. I just don't think so. I don't think he would have gone out like that. The manga ending is different too. Regardless, the choice has been made. Ranma 1/2. We're talking about the classic romance rom-com or Gintama. The slapstick shonen. Man, that is hard. I personally like Ranma 1/2. I like that the chemistry in Ranma. Gintama is funny. It makes me laugh, man. I can just throw on an episode. It makes me laugh, but I just really enjoyed Ranma. I'm gonna have to give it to Ranma 1/2 for this one. Yeah, Light had to die after he killed the fine shoddy. And he did his dad dirty. Yeah, that's true. I'm just telling you, man, not characteristic of Light in the second half. I think they absolutely had to slap everything on. Berserk or Kaguya-sama Love is War. What kind of pairing is this, dog? Dog, what am I looking at right now? Of course I'm gonna give it to Berserk. Sorry, Kaguya-sama fans, but Guts is gonna take the W for once in his life in this. No NTR here. Okay, Inuyasha or Slam Dunk. Also, Cheese, welcome. Can't help you with that, but I can't talk about manga. Yeah, just use calculators all the time. Thank you, Familia. You can help out Cheese while I do this. Inuyasha or Slam Dunk. I know people say this is a classic. I know a lot of my friends would disagree with me, however. I'm a slam dunker for life, bro. This series changed me, dude. This series changed me. It got me into basketball a little more as well. So, man, we're gonna have to go with Slam Dunk over Inuyasha. Right there. You got the phone though. You got the phone though. Well, keep the YouTube chat and then just go to go to the calculator app. Okay. We're getting close to the end, Familia. Full Metal Alchemist or Ranma half. Oh, this one's a little easier. This one's easier. It's close. It's tied. It's I wouldn't say neck and neck, but it's almost. Full Metal Alchemist. It just takes the bread for me. I think that story is just well rounded. Ranma half, you know, it stays within its boundaries. It doesn't get too serious. It really doesn't get too serious. It's more lighthearted, I would say. Full Metal Alchemist, you get every spectrum of emotion. It's just well rounded. We'll get Full Metal Alchemist. Cheat with an Apple Watch. Yes, I agree. Slam Dunk is better work, but Inuyasha does have. Oh, I lost that. Slam Dunk is better work, but Inuyasha does have so much more nostalgia that I would have to pick it over Slam Dunk. The nostalgia doesn't cloud my vision, but I can't see. It's not even rose tinted glasses. It does hold up on its own, but yeah. You want to? I believe in you, Cheese. You will be the next Oppenheimer. Don't let your dreams die. You're going to be the bomb, man. I believe in you. I can just feel it. Berserk or Slam Dunk? Oh, you really have to put me up against them. Man, Berserk or Slam Dunk? Berserk kind of takes the cake. Berserk does take the cake over Slam Dunk. Guts wins this one too. Full Metal Alchemist or Berserk? Cast in your votes. Cast in your votes. Full Metal people. You're going to kill me. You're absolutely going to kill me. I'm going to have to go with my boy Guts. You know, me and Guts and I, right? We're homies. Kentaro Miura, man, it's one of the best for a good reason. I'm going to have to go Berserk all the way. This is not even neck and neck. Full Metal Alchemist, you can stand your own against Ranma 1/2. But Berserk just, that's just it. That's the series, man. That is his magnum opus. It stood the test of time, man. Yeah, Berserk over Full Metal Alchemist. Ooh, we're getting some wars going on in chat. Full Metal Alchemist says ads, and no one says Berserk for sure. I like that. I like the dynamic going on. I like that we're split. Now, are you with me with this one? Are you listening to me? One Piece or Berserk? You got to let me know. You got to let me know right now. What do you think? One Piece or Berserk? Again, this is way, way too close. I mean, you have different sides of the spectrum, too. We have the seinen guys, and then we have the shonen guys. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be the manga poppy, the mangooner. This is how I feel about it. Berserk over One Piece. That's the winner of this. This is the complete bracket battle right here. There you go. I think FMA is perfect. Berserk does have a couple flaws. Kentaro Miura is one of the GOATs. He cultivated a good fan base. Only flaw is Berserk Griffith isn't dead. True, he does come back. But that's the winner for me. Now, let me know if you feel like there's some series, you know, we missed out. There's some series that should have won over others. I'm happy with this. I actually wish there was more series. I wish there was some of my favorites. Like, I did a Mount Rushmore of manga a day ago, and that had some of my favorite series like Doro Hidoro, I Am a Hero. One Piece was still up there. Am I missing one? We had Monster too. Monster wasn't even on here. We had 21st Century Boys. I kind of have to make my own now that I'm looking at this. This is fan made too. Shout out to the person who made it. But yeah, look at all the results, take it in. We'll do another one coming up soon. It just took me a while to kind of put it together, cultivate it too. Someone else did make it, but we had to still put all of this together over here. We'll do romance. Trust me, no one. We'll do romance. We'll have every genre, and then I want to just do like a massive one, another list of like probably 1,000 manga or more. It'll be a long stream. But Familia, how did you feel about that? How do we yay your name? Those of you on Twitch too, thank you for being out there. Shout out to you guys. Kick as well. I saw some good faces, good new faces there. This has been the Manga Poppy. I'm going to sit here for a few more minutes. We have a new setup, like I said today. It's not going to be permanent. You know, I had to make some adjustments. Like I said, the team and I we're setting up the new room, same room, but we're setting it up to be a new format. So I'm looking forward to it tomorrow or later today. Actually, got to look at the watch later today. But yeah, guys, it's hella late. I felt like I had to do this, or I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd just be tossing and turning at night. Do the super long list on New Year's. Nah, that's too far away, man. I feel like that just has to be like in the next month or so. We got to do things fast. I got to do things back to back. I wish so. I could push it all the way back to New Year's. We might just get all of my anime lists, just pit them all together, do the ultimate brackets. I wonder how long that would take to throw together. But yeah, romance, that's definitely on board. Most likely we can do like anime and the characters. The tier lists are dope. That's not going to go away. It's just going to take a little longer for me to get back to them. Also, your top 3 is 20th Century Boys, Monster, and Vagabond. Damn, 2 of them being Urasawa. Respectable, man. Urasawa makes some kick-ass works. Yeah, we're going to bring some more lists. But Familia, thank you for coming out. Thank you for being here. Make sure to drop a like before you head on out. I'll catch you tomorrow earlier. And I look forward to seeing you all. Most likely going to be 2 streams. I'll have to see. I'll let you all know. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. Have a great morning, evening, nights, wherever you're at. This has been the Manga Poppy. And until next time, adios.